We are now joined by the chair of the Massachusetts GOP, Amy Carnevale. Thank you for joining us under these difficult circumstances. Just really a shock throughout the day as we heard this happen, then heard he was in critical condition, and then this news from the president. So just your initial reaction upon hearing this.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me on. So the news at the Mass GOP was shocking to us, like it was to most Americans. Charlie Kirk was somebody who engaged young people to be politically active, to have dialogue and not resort to violence. So to see his life cut short in this way is really a tragedy. Really, we hope that this will not result in future acts of political violence. We echo the calls from others across the aisle, both Republicans and Democrats, that violence is not the solution. And we are devastated by this act today.
I want to play a little soundbite we have here from the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, just a short time ago. It was before we knew that Charlie Kirk had died, but listen to the Speaker and then I'll get your reaction.
We ask everyone to pray for him and his family. I'm just going to state the obvious here. This is detestable, what's happened. Political violence has become all too common in American society, and this is not who we are.
All right, so the Speaker there alluding to this. You know, even on the floor of the House, when they were trying to get a moment of silence, there seemed to be some contentiousness on the floor. This country clearly divided. How do you fix it?
It is divided, but again, political violence is not the solution. I'll share with you and your viewers that the chairman of the Mass Democratic Party has reached out to me this afternoon and offered his condolences and his thoughts on this death. And I think that speaks volumes about where we stand in Massachusetts. Violence should not be the answer. We should come together to engage in policy and engage constructively about political differences. So I really hope that here in Massachusetts, we do not see any acts of violence, and we can use this example as a lesson to further engage in public dialogue and debate. I'll add, though, that clearly this has impacted a lot of young people, and I'm interested to see what their reaction is. We've heard from young people here at the party. I can share my 14-year-old son called me when he heard the news because he follows the social media and TikTok and was aware of Charlie Kirk. So I think a lot of young people will be impacted by this death today, and I hope the lesson is not to engage in political violence, but to engage in dialogue and debate.
Yeah, and certainly you're here on the state level. When it comes to the national level and the party leaders at that level, any thoughts on the rhetoric coming from the very top of the parties and the fiery rhetoric that the country has gotten used to?
Well, certainly we've seen today the chairman of the Republican National Committee initially was calling for prayers for Charlie before we learned of his death. I think we'll see, the lesson of Charlie Kirk again was political dialogue and debate, and not for young people not to hesitate to have that debate, but to do so in a peaceful manner. And that's why he went to college campuses to engage in that dialogue and debate. So I hope that political leaders in Washington, D.C. will carry that mantle moving forward to have that debate, have that dialogue, but then be able to break bread at the end of the day and move on constructively with those who may disagree on policy issues.
All right, Mass GOP Chair Amy Carnevale, thank you.
Thank you.